But first, 10 years ago today, the last inmates were moved out of Reading Gaol. Within months, the facility was permanently shut, ending more than a century of custodial service. What followed could be described as a decade of drift, with the future use of the prison still undecided. Alan Sinclair has been looking at the history and the hopes for the site.
It's a landmark right in the heart of the town centre, which opened in 1844, the new model for Victorian prisons, holding just over 200 inmates. Its most famous prisoner arrived in 1895. Oscar Wilde later wrote his Ballad of Reading Gaol about the 2 years he spent there. The institution was in use for 170 years, but in 2014, the jail was closed, the building too old for modern needs. South Today was there when the last prisoners left.
I was in there for 19 months. It's quite a nice prison. There's a good bunch of staff there. They do well. I like them. They do a good job.
So, what next? The government wanted to sell it off. Reading Council and others were keen to see it become a community theatre and arts centre. In 2016, the prison briefly reopened to host an art exhibition featuring, of course, Oscar Wilde to demonstrate its potential. But matters dragged on, and by 2019, it was revealed it had cost £1 million to heat, light and guard the empty building over the last 3 years. The campaign to make it an arts centre continued, winning the backing of Hollywood A-lister and Reading-born Kate Winslet.
I learnt how to act in Reading at drama clubs that were held in a variety of scout halls and church halls and school gymnasiums, because there was no real central space for creative communities to be built. This is an extraordinary opportunity to create an arts community that is rich with cultural diversity.
The prison's future remained in the spotlight thanks to the graffiti artist Banksy dropping in 2021 to add his voice to the debate with a striking mural on the outside wall. But that arts centre bid is fading as the government says it's pressing on with a sale to a so far unnamed commercial buyer. The next chapter for Reading Gaol remains unwritten.
Alan Sinclair reporting. And if you like history and wanted to delve deeper into Reading Gaol's past, then there's a fabulous article online at bbc.co.uk/Berkshire.